let's give them our attention, please.
All
right.
All right, let's give them our attention. It's all yours.
All right, this is about Jonathan James, one of the most famous hackers. Jonathan, at a young age, was like about 6. He would be on his dad's computer 24/7, just messing around with it. And then when he got into middle school, he finally got his first computer his parents bought. He would spend countless hours on this, and his parents would wonder why, if it was even good or anything. He finally gets to high school. He switched from Windows to Unix because he felt he had more power over the code, and he would study C programming and Unix. He accomplished 2 hacks, 2 famous hacks at least, and he was only 15 when he did it. The first one was on the defense, I forgot the name, DTRA, which is part of the Department of Defense. He created a backdoor on the server, and then which he used to install a sniffer that allowed him to intercept over 3,000 messages passing to and from the DTRA employees, along with numerous usernames and passwords for other DTRA employees, including at least 10 on official military computers. He also cracked into NASA, hacked 13 NASA computers, stole a program worth $1.7 million, which was the International Space Station source code for like temperature and humidity control. It forced NASA to shut down its computers for 3 weeks that July, costing $41,000 to check and fix its systems. He stated that he was doing it all for fun and to learn about C programming. The thing is, a lot of it would be, he would actually go and tell them, I found this, something's wrong, and they wouldn't listen to him. So then 3 weeks later, he would go back in and just start messing stuff up. The aftermath. James's house was raided around 6 o'clock on the morning of January 26, 2000 by agents of the Department of Defense and NASA and local police. James was sentenced to 6 months house arrest and probation until the age of 18 and was required to write letters of apology to NASA and the Department of Defense. He was also banned from using computers for recreational purposes. The judge in the case later reversed her decision and allowed James to serve 6 months under house arrest with the probation until age of 21. James later violated that probation when he tested positive for drug use and was subsequently taken into custody by the United States Marshals and flown to an Alabama federal correctional facility where he ultimately served 6 months. If he was an adult, they said he could serve up to 10 years in prison. And then finally it came to his death. Jonathan died at the age of 24 only. He was found dead on a self-inflicted gunshot wound in his home on May 18, 2008. He left a note basically why he killed himself, and this is what it stated. It said, "I have no faith in the justice system." He wrote, "Perhaps my action in this letter will send a stronger message to the public. Either way, I have lost control over this situation, and this is my only way to regain." They were basically trying to charge him for something that he was not a part of, but of the group, the hackers that he was with. Stole the TJ Maxx and like TJX. They stole a whole bunch of credit cards and a whole bunch of different information, and they were just trying to blame it on him as an easy scapegoat because everybody knew him. And that's basically why. That's it. Any questions?
So 2008 was when he passed away?
Mm-hmm. He shot himself in the...
Did they ever, I know, where did the investigation go after that? I know he was the main one they were looking at, but did they ever find out what happened?
They found the other 2 people that were hacking, the Albert Gonzalez and...
They came out shortly after.
Yeah, that was who was really behind it.
All right, let's give him a hand. Good job. I'll need the microphone. Okay, next up, cell phone security. And last but not least, and then Thursday, we have what, 4 presenters Thursday or 5? Is that right? 4? Question?
I told you I wouldn't be here for the second day of next week.
You can do it Thursday. You're good.
I can do it. No. Okay.
No, we have time.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, we got plenty of time. You're next.
You're next.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, let's get our attention.
All right, I got cell phone security. And I'm Joe DeLauder, by the way, if you guys don't know me. Okay, risks for cell phones. You can lose your cell phone, you can get stolen, hacked, or if you dispose of the old ones, throw them away. and that could be a big security risk because all the information you have saved on your phone. And a couple different vulnerabilities from your cell phone nowadays. You got Bluetooth. People can attach to your Bluetooth if you leave it on 24/7. They can get in and steal your data right off, just like if you're attached to Wi-Fi. And the same thing with Wi-Fi. People can jump on and take your data off of your phone, or through the 3G or 4G network. Now that everybody's connected to the internet with 3G or 4G, people can get your data just by hacking into your phone through the internet. And then also GPS, all the apps on your phone nowadays, they all track where you go, to and from, any app you put on your phone. So there's a couple settings you can go in and change, which I'll talk about a little bit later. So it's another way you can get hacked through GPS. People can trace you. And some unauthorized access would be malware, which could be from your apps, and that would be like they can track you from your GPS. They can pull other data like your cell phone numbers, passwords, and usernames from your Facebook account, your Twitter account, your bank, whatever you have on your mobile device. Could even be a password or the web keys for any of your Wi-Fi networks, either for work or home. And then also you got spam on your phone now because you got email and text messaging and ads from free apps. So it's pretty much a whole computer all in your hand now. So now they can spam you there too. And then, okay, here's the privacy. There's privacy settings you can set up on your Android and iPhone, and you could turn them on and off for if you allow them to use your GPS location of where you're at. So you could turn those off, like Angry Birds for some reason wants to know where you're at 24/7, which isn't really necessary. Doesn't help any. And the only good one that I found out would be good for your location would be Google Maps or some type of map program, so you know where you're at if you get lost or you're trying to find a location, like a restaurant or something. Otherwise, Facebook's not really necessary because then they know where you're at. If they know, because it tells you if you can set up to be at home, and then if you post something when you're out at a store or on vacation, then people know that you're not home and they can go and rob you. I guess that's pretty much it. Same thing with Android. You can do either one. Jump from Apple to Android. And then your personal data is on your phone. There's all sorts of stuff on your phone nowadays with the smartphones. You can deposit your check from work right through your phone and snapshot a picture of your check and deposit the money in your bank account. And also through email and text messages and websites. And anything that's on your phone is pretty much there forever, so if anybody gets into your phone, or if you lose it, or if you throw it away, they can go and grab that data pretty easily. And then a couple ways to prevent it. You can prevent your smartphone by putting a password on it, on the lock screen, or you could do a passcode, or you could do a pattern. On Android, it's pretty popular doing the different patterns. And some recommendations for some programs or apps to put on your phone to protect you would be like AVG antivirus, because now your smartphone can get viruses just like your computer can. You got Norton Mobile Security, that's still in beta, but it works okay, a little glitchy. And Wave Security Mobile Security is another pretty good one. Most of these are just for like Koch's antivirus and some spam. And then the Lookout one is the one I recommend. That's what I use on my Android phone. That one, it prevents you from getting spam from like phishing websites and any websites that may be a harm to your phone or to your device. Will pop up and warn you before it loads that page. And then also it's antivirus. And if you lose your phone, you can log onto the website from any computer and uses the GPS on your phone and tells you where your phone's at. You can lock your phone so nobody's able to get into it and get your data. Or you could do a wipe, and it'll wipe everything off your phone, including the SD card or any other memory that you have attached to that device. So I mean, it's a pretty neat feature. And does anybody have any questions? Yes?
On that Lookout, is that like drain the battery any faster having that running?
Not that I've noticed, no. And you can use it for free or the paid-for version. It also backs up all your data on your phone. If you pay, I think it's $30 for the whole year, it backs up all of your data on your phone to their servers, and then it's supposed to be secure. Otherwise, if you do the free version, everything else is included. So in the free version, it backs up just your contacts and your pictures. Otherwise, all the other features work.
Wasn't there something in the news not just a couple of months ago about how there was even programs in the Apple App Store that were approved that were basically collecting all that data from people, and they haven't even passed Apple's security very easily.
Right.
So it's not just your Android phones.
Well, right, yeah.
A lot of people think because the Apple App Store and everything has to go through Apple to be approved that it's magically secure better that way.
Right, but it's not because they don't do a thorough check. Neither does Android at this time. They just make sure it runs and without freezing your whole phone, and then pretty much just let it go through. Because people are making apps like crazy now. It's really popular.
So Lookout was the name of one you recommended?
Yeah. They have that for Apple or iPhone as well, or the iPad.
All right, great. Let's give them a hand. Good job.
I'll be here next Thursday,
no,
so
that's
I wanted
great.
to do it early.
Yeah.
As long as we have time.
Yeah, we got time.
It's PowerPoint, and it's called Passwords and Passphrases.
Okay.
Alrighty. Okay. Basically, what we're covering here